depending on each trade, how far away the stop loss is going to be, that determines what I risk in a trade. Because I assume the worst, that we're going to lose the trade, and us winning a lot more times than not keeps me happy as an individual. You follow me? So to back your question up, if you were risky like me, I trade same day expiration because I like the quick moves, but knowing that, I'm quicker to go risk free. If you'd like to be a little bit safer and preserve your capital a little bit and take smaller losses, then you'd want to day trade down here with these three contracts. Does that make sense? So when you take a trade and you let runners go, if we go back into the chart and we could put SPY in, right? We could put SPY in, and what happens is like right here, we put a line. Like technically your target is about right here, and right here is about where you go risk free. So since we came, let me zoom back out. Since we came kind of close to our line right here, our risk-free area was about 377.68, but it hit 377.86, right? It should have hit target. It did not today. So if you had multiple runners, you probably took a break even or a small loss on like the runners. Realistically, I would go risk-free back to break even. And in this case right here, you would take profits on a couple of them. In a better example, if we come up here and we took the ceiling break, which ended up happening right here, and this was your target and this was your halfway point. Say you bought 3 contracts, you'd go risk-free with 1 or 2 right here. You'd get a winner, and then you'd put a break-even one, almost went back to break-even, then took off, and then look what happens. It's running up. Now with your second target, you're trailing this third contract, and you just got a larger winner. You follow me?
Yes, I do. That's very great answer. I appreciate it.
What'd you say, boss?
I said, yeah, I follow you. That was even more thorough answer than I was expecting, but you answered more questions. So thank you.
Hey, not a problem. Good questions though, because not only did you help yourself, you could help somebody else who could be on the call for the first time and they're shot ass. So hey, appreciate it. I keep looking up because you guys are up on the upper screen. I have 2 questions. Steps to become a funded trader and difference between GFF brokers and Ninja Trader. All right, so I'll answer. The GFF brokers is a trading platform. Ninja Trader is also another trading platform. They both trade the same futures assets. It's just a different platform to trade from. It is no different than you trading from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim platform, which I do, and it'd be no different than you trading E-Trade, right? When they're trading platform, trading the same exact thing, which I do as well. So I have accounts through E-Trade and TD Ameritrade. So that's like the difference between GFF brokers and Ninja Trader. I personally, I don't know how to say it. If I had to choose one or the other, I like Ninja Trader. That's just me. Ninja Trader is like Thinkorswim. They have a lot of diverse tools that you can use. I think the charting is more superior, but at the end of the day, we're either buying or selling, and they both are capable of doing that. So your first question, steps to becoming a funded trader. Let me pull up a screen for you real quick. Let's see. Lilu Trading. This is what I have right here. LiluTrading.com. Right here's your steps right here to be a. It's not even. I don't want welcome. It's trying to sign me into my account. Right here. So here's your things right here. This is your steps to becoming a funded trader. Let me move this. So what happens is you got a whole bunch of different opportunities, right? I started off, I have a 25K account. I have a couple $50,000 accounts, and I got $150,000 accounts, right? So what happens is to get a funded account, we're just gonna pick and choose this one right here, where the orange star's at. The Aspire is $25,000. You can trade up to 3 ES minis or up to 30 micro contracts. And what happens is this right here. You pay $150 every single month at whatever time you whatever time your sign up date is, right? You cannot lose more than $1,500 in trailing drawdown. So to answer your question, Bradford had a question about that. If you're in a trade and your account starts at 25,000 and you go to 26,400, since you have to get to 26,500 to pass your test, and say you end up taking a couple bad trades and you fall all the way back down to 24,900, you would actually fall down $1,500 and you would blow your account, right? So then you'd have to pay $85 to reset it. And that's why these companies make a whole bunch of money, because more people fail these challenges than pass it, right? See right here, it says discount is $85 for a reset. So what happens is once this count gets to 26,500 and you trade for 10 days. So for me, I'll make $1,500 in 2 or 3 or 4 days. And then the next, how many days I need to get to 10 days, I'll take one MES contract, buy and sell right away. And whether you sell out for one or a couple hour win or a couple hour loss, it doesn't matter. You just have to take one trade for 10 days in a row or 10 days total, and get the $1,500 net profit. However, there is no time limit with this. It's not 2 weeks like other platforms. You could take 6 years to do this, but keep in mind, you're paying the $150 every single month until you pass the test. Once you pass the test, Yolanda, what happens is you don't pay the $150 no more. That goes away. There is no monthly fee. However, there is a monthly fee, as far as you have to pay for the data then, which comes out to be about $80 or $85 a month. But it's no different than you buying the premium data package and getting all the tools for NinjaTrader or other platforms. So no matter what, you have to pay for the data package in order to trade futures. And that's why I think futures is superior as far as all of us paying for the data. So that's basically, in a nutshell, every account is different. The 25K account is the same as the 50K account, except you need $3,000 profit, $25 drawdown. This explode, I think, is hard because you got to get $20,000 in profit, but you can only be in a trailing drawdown of 7,500. So I tried one $300,000 account, and I was up 15 grand, and I over leveraged it, and it went against me. It went against me like 7 or 8 ES points, and ended up blowing my account. In a trial, it wasn't. I mean, you know what I mean. I was trying to pass the test, and it hit me with the high watermark trailing drawdown. So that's how I understood the trailing, the watermark. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it's all good because they bait you in because they're like, well, if I could trade 30 ES contracts, but keep in mind, you trade 10 ES contracts, every 1 point move is $500. So you're seeing 1,500, 2 grand, negative 2,500 like this. Flicks of the fingers is crazy. Hopefully that answered your question, Yolanda.
It did. Another quick question. You said that you have like 10 of these different accounts. Does that mean that you have to take the test each time? For example, okay. So your 10 accounts that are linked, you had to take the test 10 times and then link those 10 times?
Nah, so what I for every account that you get that's funded, you have to take the test, which that's just how it is, you know. That's how they make their money, you know. But we also have a tool that you could trade from one account and it will mirror trade in the rest of your accounts. Like that's why you'll see me with 5 or 6 or 8 stacked accounts trading in like all those. So it's like I'll shoot for $50 or $100 a day, which is real easy to get. But now you got 10 accounts. Now you're making $500 to $1,000. In 23, my goal is to make $1,000 a day between all my accounts. So then at the end of the month, that's $20,000 net profit. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Thank you.
Hey, not a problem. Does anybody else have any questions?
Brandon, let me ask the data from your one account, you use it for all the others, right?
Nope. You gotta pay the $85 for every funded account.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, think about it. It's basically like you having one account and you're paying $85. So if you go to NinjaTrader, and this is the other thing with Lilu's nice too, they give you the license key for Ninja Traders. You get all the features as far as trailing stops, the bracket orders, everything like that, right? So if you have different accounts through your personal account, you'd be able to do that. But also keep in mind, to get this license key or to get to all the features, you got to pay $1,000 out of your pocket, which is a one-time fee. But the Lilu gives that to you in the end. But regardless, I mean, the $85 for me, it's a business expense, and it's for all of us. So that's why I recommend having a business, and you can at least write off the $85. So if you got 10 accounts, you're basically already in the hole, $850 for the month. But it's a tax write-off. However, how many days are we making $50 to $100? So basically, it's like you forfeit one trading day to pay for all your data. Now you got 19 other trading days to be net profitable. Right? You follow me, Yvonne?
So Brandon,
I
is
do.
your only funded PA funding account, or do you have other ones?
Let's say, what'd you say?
Lilu, is that the only company that you use, or do you use any other company?
Yeah, so I only have Lilu. I did want to get Apex, and I didn't. I did not take advantage of the sale that they had. I took advantage of the Lilu sale where instead of 80% off, Lilu had like a 60 or 65% off lifetime. So I got that just because all my accounts are in one place. And in order to trade Apex and Lilu, I'd have to have futures open on 2 different computers. And I just, at that time, I just didn't take advantage of it. In the future, I may. I do have 2 computers, you know, but it's just, hey, it's a lot when I try to trade stock options and worrying about the futures on 2 different computers, you know. However, with the trade copier, it can mirror between all of them. But I just wanted to stay with Lilu because I got the payouts already 2 months in a row now. So I 100% for sure know that Lilu's legit. And Lilu's been around for many years versus Apex is a little bit newer, you know. So not that I have anything bad to say about Apex. It's identically probably the same thing as Lilu, which it is. It's a prop firm account, but I have confidence in Lilu. So I figured I'd give them my business because they pay me, you know.
Makes sense.
Explain the payouts. I've heard you mention them before. All right. So this is the downfall. The downfall is every account's different, but they're the same baseline. So I'll just start off with the 25K account. All right. You pass the account, right? And you start off at 25K. I grew my 25K account to about $28,000. And I was trading MES contracts because to me, trading ES contracts is risky, only having $1,500 to play with. If a market structure trade is 8 or 10 points below, you're basically losing 33% of your account, right? So I trade MESs. I go in about half of one ES contract. That's just me. So the payouts. What happens is for the first 3 payouts, right? For the first 3 payouts, you can only pull out 1K to 2K profits. That is it. No matter, say I grew my account to $280,000. For the first 3 months, I could only withdraw no less than 1,000, but no more than 2,000, right? Starting month 4, I believe. It's either month 4 or month 5. Then I could pull out as much money as I want, right? The second thing I don't like about it, but it's just, I mean, they make the rules, not me. Once you get your account to 26,500, or I'm sorry, it's 26,600. So the first month, I grew it, or the first couple weeks, I grew it up, and this is all right. So this is the other thing I forgot to say too. You have to trade for 30 trading days. So think about it. There's only 20 trading days in a month. So technically, once you get the funded account, you pass it. You can't get a payout the first month. You can get a payout the second month of you trading because you got to have 30 active trading days, right? That's one thing I don't like. However, they make the rules. The second thing I don't like, your first 3 payouts, which happens to be on month 2, month 3, and month 4, you can only withdraw $1,000 to $2,000, right? It's the second thing I really don't like, but like I said, they make the rule. The third thing that I really don't like, but once again, they make the rules. If you trade for the 30 active trading days, right? And now we're in month 2, and we'll just say our account went from 25,000 to 26,000, right? 600, right? They won't let you withdraw any money because this trailing drawdown, right? As it goes in profits, this trailing drawdown comes, and now they protect their capital. So then your stop loss always stays at $25,100. So they take the $25,100 plus the $1,500 the trailing drawdown, and that's where they get the $26,600, right? So in order to get a payout, right, going forward, your account cannot go below $26,600.